on this episode of Bot versus Con.
Yeah, it's going to be moving on so that those books can come in.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were going to do it to me so fast. I don't need to see this anymore.
Well, why don't we just go back and look through the slides once again?
Or are they teasing that there's going to be a third one that comes out, which, quote, he's so rotten he didn't even want to show up for Christmas.
Yeah, and it's little things that really made it look better. So kudos to them. It's not.
I would like it in both colors, so I'd be in for 2. But to buy 3, 4, 5, trying to chase down, nah.
Chase down the chase. Yeah, they only did one of the Stunticons.
That's the same thing I said. Those eyebrows are terrible.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Welcome back, Transformers fans, to another thrilling episode of Bot vs. Con. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Poppy the Bot.
And this is Bot vs. Con, where your voice is heard. And before we get into the news, where we have a lot of stuff that's going to be interesting to talk about, we want to give a big shout out to the Chosen Prime. So thank you so much for sponsoring our channel. And you can go ahead and pre-order a lot of the stuff we're going to be talking about there. Or buy it if it's already in stock. So go check them out. Also, thank you to our members for helping us keep our ring lights on and talking to everybody out there. And if you're a subscriber as well, we really appreciate it. You're the lifeblood of the channel, and we really are happy to share our thoughts with you. Another little thing, if you guys want a Bot vs. Con stand, these should be up this weekend, correct?
Yes.
So check our community page. As soon as it is up, we will go ahead and post a link to that. So look out for that.
It's on Iacon 3D Labs.
Correct. And I think that's all. Are you ready to get into it?
Well, and also we're almost at 3,000 subscribers, so please go ahead and click that subscribe button. It really helps us out. It's just a stretch goal of ours to hit 3,000. So thank you very much. Yeah, let's go into it now.
Let's just get into it. And I guess this is good news. So Hasbro has a whole way to get a replacement or refund if you would like. There's a list for replacements, and they won't ship until June for the Omega Prime. The damaged Omega Prime we talked about at the end of the last episode. So here, go ahead and pause it. If you don't have if you have one that's defective, probably already know this, but they are working to fix the problem. My thing is, if they have too many of these, are they just going to be handing out refunds?
I think it's much easier to make the part to send out, and
they're not. I think they're giving whole replacement figures.
Oh.
Because they want you, they send you a return label.
Oh, okay.
And then you send them a photo of the damage. And then when they receive your return, you will be so you have to send the figure, wait until June to get your hopefully get your new figure. Because you're on a list for replacement.
Oh, gosh.
How that is, I mean, I don't know what else they can do. But that's so disappointing. I don't blame them. I'm not blaming them, but maybe just make the part, like you said, and just send the part out, like the third-party companies when you have QC issue do.
Yeah. Ooh, that's bad. And I didn't read all of it. I thought they were sending a part out. That's bad.
That's the logical thing to do.
That's really bad, and it's bad because they've been sitting on your money for a year, making the figure, and we've seen in the comments some people have had perfectly fine figures, and others have mentioned that they've had damage, but it's just like, dude, you've had our money for a year, it wasn't that many. It was a lot, but it wasn't that many. Like, you would hope that with the premium you're paying on it, that you wouldn't have that issue. And again, it just shows that Hasbro can make mistakes like some of the third parties make mistakes. Lord knows I have so many QC issues. I have one now. So yeah, I just feel bad for everybody who backed this and who really wanted it. So
me too. I've never had to return a figure and wait to. Actually, I did. I had I won't say that they made it right. So it was TF source. I had a problem with a figure, sent it back to them, but I didn't have to wait months. It was like they already had it in stock and sent it to me. So either which way, I hope everybody that backed this gets their figure that they wanted in perfect condition, like they expected to. So I'm gonna knock on wood for all of you guys.
Yeah. Good luck.
Next, we have a TFCon Toronto guest. We have, I'm assuming that's Tanya. I'm not Gennady. I probably butchered that like I do all of these names. Who was Miko. So this is really cool. It's still the 15th anniversary of Prime, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Right? Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Because Transformers Prime. Yeah. So I don't remember her, but I know people like her.
So since I've been buying Prime figures, if you would have caught the haul, this is actually a figure that came with the character. So it's kind of cool. Maybe
You're gonna go get it signed by her?
Yeah, exactly. Not.
Yeah. So very cool. Let us know if you're interested down below. Moving on to leaks. Entertainment Earth showed off this image coming soon for Hot Wheels Color Shift. And if you look, I put an arrow next to 2 Transformers. So you might be getting more Hot Wheels Transformers.
Yes. Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see who they are. Maybe
I didn't mean you. I just meant in general.
Oh.
You will be getting 2 Transformers. Like, I don't think you would probably pick these. I think you're good. It's probably going to be like, since they're colored shift, maybe they change color and water or something.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just going to be Optimus Prime that turns blue or something like that, knowing they're just going to use the same molds they already have. But maybe I'm wrong, and maybe they'll do some cool, what were they? In G2, the water ones, Drench and all them, remember?
I remember them, but
I don't think they do those. But
maybe they'll do like an Optimus that goes to a Nemesis or something like that.
That would be kind of cool. Yeah, something. So we'll see. Let us know if you're interested in these Hot Wheels, and we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this right now with Just Announced. Now, moving into Just Announced, if you guys don't know, the Kickstarter for Skybound will be ending in 4 days or around then. So soon. So go get your order in if you're interested. They already reached a ton of stretch goals. And if you're like Bobby and you picked all them up, you might need this next thing. And that is a set of bookends from Nemesis Now in the UK. They stand 20 centimeters tall, and they're about 1.3 kilograms each. I tried to find the price, but you had to create an account to view the price. And I was like, yeah, I'll let Bobby do that because I think he needs these. Because this would actually look really cool with all the books and have the heads on the side. You just need a Megatron now, too.
I was going to say, I would want both. That is really cool. I'm actually clearing off my shelves in here in preparation of...
You've got quite some time.
I mean, I know, but when I say cleaning off my shelves, I'm, putting stuff where they're going to be, where they're going to live, and... I have a lot of Hasbro stuff in here, so yeah, it's going to be moving on so that those books can come in.
Yeah, so I think you need to pick this up though.
I'm interested. It looks good. It looks really good, so I am interested.
No, my only nitpick is I wish the mask and face was more silver instead of gray. But I think in the toon it wasn't as silver. Am I right? I don't know. It probably changed from episode to episode.
And I didn't pay that close of attention to it was like blue and red and silver grayish or whatever.
Sounds like Bobby. Yeah, but this is really good. So let us know if you guys will be picking this up, just like Bobby will be.
I think I might, depending on the cost.
You could check out the cost. I just didn't want to make an account. I was like, I have to make an account to view the cost.
I don't really want to.
That doesn't make any sense. So, anyways, so in Singapore, if you go and spend $120 or $300, you get random magnets.
I think you should go ahead and do it. You like pins and magnets and patches and stuff like that.
I don't know where you get magnets. I can't wear a magnet, but I do like pins and patches. What?
You can wear a magnet. Just get a
metal plate to put on like a jacket. Then you can switch them out.
Yeah.
These actually look good because the art is phenomenal for the Age of the Primes. We've already talked about that. I'm good. I'm not flying to Singapore just to get the magnets, but this is. I wish they would do this in America, but they know people will buy it no matter what, I guess.
Yeah. People. I do want to go to Singapore. Actually, I'm looking into doing that next year, so maybe we'll see what's around at that time.
I don't think they're going to have this then, but let us know if you're from Singapore and you'll be picking this up.
Yeah, I want to send James one, and
I mean, I'll take one if you're going to send it to me. Just make sure it's Megatronus. Next, we have some Hallmark ornaments. We have Megatron's Mites and the 76 Camaro Bumblebee. What are your thoughts?
I like the Megatron. The Bumblebee's fine as well, but I like the Megatron.
I don't like the Megatron. Why are his legs so long, like wide or deep?
They're thick. They are definitely thick.
It's deep. And it looks so weird without his gun. And I'm sure they did that kid-friendly. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm okay. I've got the G1 toy ornament. Doesn't transform or anything. I'm good with that. The Bumblebee actually looks very, very nice for what it is. Not my Bumblebee, not my Cup of Energon, but they did a great job with the detail work on there. Like with the seats, you could see the stripe on the seats on the interior and all that. I'm sure it's very small. Yeah.
The Bumblebee looks good. It just doesn't. I mean,
it doesn't scream Bumblebee to us.
It doesn't, like, if you didn't see if you're not into Transformers or anything like that, and you saw this, it looks like a car. So a car collector would get this. It doesn't say Transformers to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be the same thing if you had a VW bug.
Yeah.
On a tree. Yeah. But it's still they're still well made.
Yes.
Moving on to this, I just decided to go straight into it after Hasbro. We got Mecha Invasions GLA 01 through 6, the yellow G2 Devastator. Oh boy, what do you think about this? We got a lot of pictures, but we'll go through the bot modes first.
Damn. I didn't know they were going to do it to me so fast. All right, so I am in for this set. The yellow doesn't look as vibrant as the green did, though.
And even the purple, it doesn't, or blue, it's purple, right? Not blue. It doesn't play off the yellow as well as it did on the green set, I think, as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping for shattered glass because we don't have one. All white and red.
All white.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And with the weird placement of some of the limbs, I thought that would be perfect. Perfect shattered glass Devastator. This is still really good. It still looks very nice. The figures all look good. I'm gonna wait for a price. If it's the same price and I could get it, with everything going on, slightly more, I'd probably be in again because I do like this set. It's fun to transform. And the alt modes look very nice. I mean, I guess they look nice in the green one, but this particular color scheme, I think, works with the alt modes more than the green ones. It looks more realistic, for lack of a better term.
It looks like Tonka. It looks like Tonka toys.
Yeah, exactly. I think they call them Tonkanator, if I'm...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think they look good, honestly.
Yeah. yeah.
They're still doing the thing where they use the white tampos places and you can barely see them, and I wish they did another color than white.
Yeah.
But at least I think that's what I'm seeing. But I think these look great. And the guns are chrome, which is really neat.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they got me.
And the eyes light up blue. So the red one was the one we already have, and the blue one is the current one.
Yep. It's a damn.
And the combined mode does look very nice.
I like it.
The chest,
I like it.
I think the chest is the same, but it's painted differently, so it looks a little different, at least from what I'm looking at. I like this, so hopefully it's the same price, because I would probably be in on this.
And since they already have the mold, they should ship really fast as well, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. And there they are next to each other. I still think the green one looks better with, like we talked about, with the colors playing off of each other. But I can't deny this yellow looks really good too.
And the yellow looks almost like it's a weathered like color. Like it's again.
It's not, but I see what you're saying.
It's not because it's not vibrant. It's like a dull yellow. It's not like screaming at you yellow like that. Like that green was pretty green, but the yellow is more subtle. That's what, and almost like a mustard or so.
Yeah, but not quite as dark. But as a mustard, at least what I think of mustard. I'm sure there's a variety of spectrum, but I think this looks really good. So I'll wait to see on the price, but I think I'll be in.
Yeah. Jeez. I was just about to take and I still am. I was going to take my green one down since it's combined. I was going to separate it.
Now you might not do that because the yellow one will be in combined, or
the yellow one will be in combined mode because I have my Toy World Devastator is combined, so I'm thinking the yellow one, since I don't have a yellow Devastator, will be the combined mode, definitely.
You have to go hunt down some of the Toy World ones.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Let us know what you think of this down below. Do you want to see the Grimlock as well? We're still waiting on that. So time will tell. You might have another Volcanicus in your collection soon too.
I don't need. God,
you're gonna pick it up, don't you?
You saw I just cut the statement off
because you don't need it, but you want it. So yeah. You could see my biggest complaint with this set though is that hole in the gun, and you could see it. Yellow one straight ahead. I wish they just had a flap or something to flip that in, or that gun, the barrel just went in further. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, I think this looks great. Let us know what you think down below.
Somebody 3D print a piece to fill it in.
There you go. Yeah, that works for me.
Oh, man.
Next up, we have Fumbi Studios. They're making a base for the aerial bots, I guess based off of War for Cybertron military symbols. I don't remember these, but that's pretty cool. I like it. It looks very alien.
It does. I'm looking at it like a germ, or especially like with cartoons and like the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. They used to have just some like creative, and it'd be like one eye, and then it's just like some type of germ or something that. That's all I keep seeing on it. But yeah, I don't remember it either. But that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it looks good. I don't understand this. I might need you to describe what this does. This is Super Make's replacement waist joint for the Adamas Machina Rodimus. And they showed off all these things. Was the waist messed up?
Not on mine. And I saw somebody make a statement that, thank you for showing me something that I didn't think I needed or didn't know I needed.
Yeah, I saw that too. It was like, thank you for showing me something that I didn't even, a problem I didn't even see, or something like that. Because I don't know what I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I've only transformed mine once, and it was fine. So I didn't translate what this all says and what it's supposed to do, but I hope it's being proactive. I can tell you this.
I'm assuming it's the last picture. Maybe when you turn it, it pops the bottom part out, and this one makes it so where it doesn't pop out.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
That's what I'm assuming. Again, I didn't translate this, but
yeah, that's. Dude, is it something with figures related to a prime or something like that they all want to be messed up? I mean, Optimus 86 Optimus Prime, Omega Prime, Rodimus Prime.
Yeah, well, let us know your theories about that down below, and if you know what this actually fixes.
Yeah, man.
Next up, we got DNA Designs DK57M for Mega Wave, for Tidal Wave, and Armada Megatron. So it gives Tidal Wave a back. I'm very unsure with the legs, what that means.
Is it for ratchets? Better ratchets, maybe?
That's what I was thinking, but maybe it makes it sturdier. I don't know. But where it gets me is it gives Megatron the free movement of the arms, of the shoulders. And I don't know why it didn't have that to begin with. It makes this figure so much better.
You getting it?
Not this one.
The other one?
This one, maybe. I need to see a price. Yeah. They also said the ears, I'm going to call them ears, horns, whatever, are glued in on the other, on the Hasbro one, so you have to kind of damage the figure a little bit if you want to put on these ears, so use caution with that. But this really elevates the figure of just having those shoulders be able to move, because that was my one complaint with this mold, is it looks so static with those just, and I don't know why they would do that instead of just making a swivel in there. The original one did it. Did it do it?
I didn't like the figure that much.
Of course, well, you didn't grow up with it. I couldn't remember either which way. I do think this really elevates the figure. These are the upgrade sets that I like. That might not improve the look of the figure, but it improves the playability of the figure. So. I'll definitely be looking into the price. It doesn't look like it should be too much because it's only like 6 little pieces. But you never know.
I didn't think that these were bad looking figures. I just thought the size and the price, kind of turned me off from them. But I ended up picking.
I got these for. I was happy with.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say I ended up picking them up on sale, and that made it worth it. I am curious about these upgrade sets as well, because while I don't think I need it, I'm probably not going to touch this figure for a while. If it's, I don't know, $20, maybe that.
Yeah, that's probably would be the max for me.
Yeah, I don't even want to pay that much, because then it takes me back to what the figure originally cost, and
yeah, and for you that makes sense. For me, this was one of my favorite figures. This particular Galvatron was one of my favorite figures as a kid, so I wouldn't mind putting a little bit of money into it, especially when I got them on sale to begin with.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know.
Yeah, I will. Well, we'll see the price first. If it's $35, you'll have to let me know. Next up, we got some Shockwave Lab kits. I think these are re-releases. Go pick them up if you want them. They look kind of cool.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about this, but yeah, I dig me some lights.
Oh, you're gonna pick them all up?
No.
I think you have all of these figures, except for the Star Convoy.
Yeah.
But you could use it on the normal Prime, so
yeah.
Go ahead, get them.
No, not gonna be able to do it.
They all look very good, though. If you like it, if these came out,
yes.
What was it? 9 years ago?
If these came out when the figure came out, around the time the
It
figures
would
came
be,
out.
especially the Nemesis one. I would be very tempted.
Oh, the Predaking, I'd be on that all day.
Yeah. So, all right, moving on. We've got. I don't think this is an upgrade set. This is just a 3D printed kit, but we have been talking about different kits for this figure, so I thought it'd be worth adding for Primal Prime. And I think this really improves what he looks like. Those shoulder pads look so much better, in my opinion. It looks more dynamic. I don't know. The head as well looks good. So, and then he can also transform, and I don't hate it. I kind of like those big cannons, what they look like on the sides.
So just for reference, I think while I like this head, that's actually a good head as well.
Yeah,
and
I prefer this head.
You
Probably because, like you said, it looks like a Mortal Kombat figure or something like that.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, the shoulder pads. I guess those are somewhat of an upgrade.
I just like the shape of them better. They're less square.
Yeah.
And the shield's pretty cool too.
I like the shield. It looks like a big nunchuck. Or not nunchuck, ninja star rather.
Shuriken, yeah. I think this is cool. So let us know if you're going to be printing this yourself. QQT has a liberation kit, as they're calling it, for New Age Toys Octavian. And I guess it comes in 3 different colors. Do you know where these colors came from?
I have no idea.
Okay. I kind of like the red lakes. It's kind of unique and interesting looking.
He has some spandex on.
He has a onesie on with, he's like, and then he has the superhero underwear on over it.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
That went over my head. Okay.
The song.
I know the song, but I don't. Well, do they do jazzercise to that song?
Yeah.
Or something? Okay.
Yeah. It's. I looked at the kit and it's very reminiscent of the Fans Toys kit.
Yeah. Which makes sense because they did that. They probably just scaled it down, modified it a little bit so it clips in.
And I never looked at the New Age Ultra Magnus, but yeah, the Fans Toys is very similar to that as well.
Did they rip them off?
Like the way you kind of add the pieces on and things, very similar.
Interesting.
I didn't look at how it changes into the trailer, but in essence, you clip the feet on and the blue waist goes kind of the same way. And I mean, I don't know how many different ways you can,
put armor on.
Put armor on, but it was very similar. So the kit is very similar.
Makes sense. You know what I just realized?
No.
The one in the middle is for the Diaclone because it has black legs.
Ah,
and I bet you the red one is for another repaint.
Delta, not Delta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
so
point.
That's probably what they are. They probably just use the same one. That makes more sense.
Yes. But if you wanted to use it for your Ultra Magnus, you can do that too.
You can do that? Yeah, exactly. Nobody's stopping you.
Yeah.
Toys Easy showed off Fujian, which really reminded me of Fujian from Mortal Kombat. Ship renders. You going to be picking this one up?
Probably so. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for them to finish this combiner.
Yeah, this is probably one of my least favorite ones. Just because the whole top of the ship just turns into wings. Like, I liked the other ones because they actually transformed interestingly. This is just put it all in the back.
Yeah, it does look very lazy, but yeah, I'm curious to see it in color. And these ships have really taken over. I've moved some stuff around, so now they'll take up 2 shelves. But yeah, they look pretty good, and they've gotten better with the more of the releases. Yeah.
MD004 showed off the KO Flame Toys Windblade. So this actually looks really good, and I believe it comes pre-assembled. I might be wrong about that, but that's what I was reading. And it looks good.
Are you picking it up?
No, I have a windblade that transforms, so I'm good.
Yeah, same here.
But look, yeah.
I still need to
So I
put
talked
together
about.
the kit.
Say that again.
I still need to put that kit together.
You and me both. Let's not talk about it. I talked about this last time, and I found better pictures. This is Toy Alliance and Archcore, the Arena of the Ancient Gods, Dragon Knight Renata, which is a. It says 1-60. That's funny. Which goes with that knight that we looked at last time.
Oh, the castle.
Yeah, castle. There you go. So this has all. It comes with all this stuff, and we got a lot of pictures just because it comes with a lot. This thing's like $250.
Ouch.
But this thing looks phenomenal, and I'm interested. So it's these 3 dragons that turn into this, which I actually like, and it actually has a tower as the center body, just like the other one. And then the dragons all form parts of it. And I think that's actually really cool and unique. And like the top of the tower holds all the bits and bobs. And I guess it has a evil witch as its, controller, which is totally right up my alley.
This is very Game of Thrones-ish, and I'm loving it.
I don't know about the price though.
That's what's getting me.
That's really expensive. But I know their other stuff they came out with was really good quality. And it has a whip sword like Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Oh, that's my girl right there.
I was more Voldo, but I think that makes sense. I love the wings, how they spread out. They could have just left on the helmet
instead of the Terminator face.
Exactly. I think this is really, really cool. Yeah, we'll see.
And
I'm interested.
Somebody in the comments talked about it and said that all the figures that they had come out, that they really liked them a lot. And
yeah, because they came out with like that truck one, and I kind of regret not picking it up because it looked really cool. So,
oh man!
But I feel like if I get this, I would have to get the knight.
Oh, you already know what that means for me.
You're picking up all of them.
Yeah. I don't need to see this anymore.
Well, why don't we just go back and look through the slides once again? All right. I still have one more picture. Yep. It comes with this really cool stand, so you could have like all of them in alt mode displayed. I think this is really freaking cool.
Yeah. Damn. $250? Oof.
I know, it's a lot. I was hoping like $150.
Yes. So. How big is it? Is it masterpiece size, or do you know?
I think it's about 10 inches tall.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah.
It's 1-60. There you go. There's the scale. So
I needed to order this a month ago.
We also needed to order this a month ago. We've got 01 Studio Seed Primus repaint. And from what I was reading, this is the Marvel Comics version. I could be wrong. People are also saying it's the Golden Age of Cybertron when everybody was getting along version. I'm expecting to see this in your halls. Probably 3 of them, so you could have the 3 different Halos.
I was looking at that. I was like, does it come with 3 different ones, or does
I'm assuming?
Or are they teasing that there's going to be a 3rd one that comes out? Which,
it's one of, but none of these Halos come with the original one.
No,
it's the purple, correct?
It's purple,
Space Bridge, yeah.
So and they're good for doing. I mean, look how many Unicrons they've made.
So you think this is a tease for different colors?
I think it's a tease.
Need to buy it.
I think it's teasing me. Now, the one thing I can say, I'm considering getting this, but I do not want to deal with putting in those little globe things. Oh my god, I was up for hours doing that. It's such a pain. That's the figure is good. That is my gripe about this figure. Those freaking globes. Oh, it was a pain in my butt.
I can definitely see that. I do think these look good. I don't think it looks good as the first one, honestly. But I think it looks good. Which Halo, for the lack of a better term, is your favorite?
With this one, I would go with the one in the middle, just because it kind of goes with the forearms and the legs and things. The transparent orange one, it looks kind of cheap to me, and the blue just is too much of a contrast.
That's funny. I like the orange one the best because it actually looks like energy Halo. You know what I mean? Versus just a ring on his back. So that's what I like. And he can pose well. So this looks really cool. So all of the pictures besides those have the white one. So who knows what it's coming with. So
gosh, they're trying to hit me again.
They are. Jeez. And you should probably get this to go with them. We've got the Dr. Wu's DWEO4T, the transparent prime. I really like these transparent figures that look like the figure instead of all one color. Yeah, like this is actually very nice. I don't need it. I'm not a big fan of one prime, two transparent figures, but I think this looks very good, especially with the trailer.
Yeah, I actually have. Is it Year of the something, and it came with the transparent trailer?
Was it Year of the Snake? I believe.
I was like Dragon, or
it was one of those. Yeah, no, the Dragon was the repaint that was a Chinese dragon.
Maybe it was. Yeah, it was something. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm like you. I like the transparent when it's colored. That's why I ended up picking up the yellow park. Transparent one, because it was still
prime. Yeah. Well, let us know what you think about this down below, and we'll be right back with the updates.
Let's do it.
Now let's get into the updates, and let's start off with Thundercracker, who looks good still for what he is. This is via Transmimi on eBay, so you could probably go pick this up already. My thing is, I do not see the Seekers as having maces. I see them as having like daggers or knives or swords or something because they're fast and sleek. But maybe they have this in the video game. I don't remember.
I can't see myself having this, so that was pretty easy. I like the display. That's really dope.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, I like the colors on it, but I don't. Again, I didn't play the game, so I don't have an attachment there. And I just don't like the way the figure looks, really.
I think for me, it's too much blue. I think like the thighs needed to be gunmetal to like kind of balance it out. I don't know. I'm probably going crazy, but that's fine.
That big chest plate is just throws me off.
What you like. Next up, Dime Chalk pointed out that the alt mode on the Age of the Primes Alpha Trion resembles Iron Factory's version, which I think they didn't really talk about this, but I think that's the original what they wanted Alpha Trion to turn into with the concept art. So, did they rip off Iron Factory? Probably not, because to me it looks like it transforms differently. But
it looks
well with Iron Factory. That's his back, but with Hasbro, I think that's his front.
Yeah, but yeah,
they're both just Alpha Trion lane now.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
What is it? What should he transform into then?
I don't know.
Just admit that you want him to be a lion.
Oh hell no. No, I'm okay with the jet mode, or whatever this is, hovercraft, whatever. It just doesn't do anything for me. Like it doesn't. It, like you said, it looks like he's just laying down and struck a yoga pose or something like that.
Yeah, and I just realized there's Skybite behind him on like a TV screen.
I can't tell.
Yeah, of course you can. But speaking of Skybite, here we got some pictures from Robot75 on Instagram, and I guess his fins come on a sprue.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm fine with that as long as it saves us some money, and they could put more money into the figure. I would just feel bad for the people that maybe don't, like, both of us have clippers to go ahead and clip that and make it look nice, but some people might not, and or kids, so. But I think the figure still looks good.
As a kid, this was kind of standard, so for me, so I didn't even think about clippers and all that stuff when I was.
I never had any of that stuff. So
yeah, so as a kid, I don't know if it's some of the younger people that might be watching. Let us know, but I don't think of it as a big deal. I know when I used to get mine, I used to just twist it and wait for it to come off, and then we're like, okay, I'm good.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I mean, it might not look as good as if it was cut in the factory.
Yeah.
So it still looks good though. And here is a comparison with the original one from Harbinger of TFW, and I think this is one of the few times where Hasbro's actually doing, actually improving a figure versus like a side grade. A lot of their figures have been side grades, you can't, unless it's G1, like that's a different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that, what was it, Sideburn that came out? I think the original figure's better on that one. I know you didn't like either of them, but this looks very good.
Yeah, and you ordered it already?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I mean, if you find it in store, and I'll look for you too, buy them. They're like, this is one I'm not waiting on. Like some of the other ones that we've talked about. This is like, there's a band snuffed on sight. That's what this is gonna be as soon as you see it.
Yeah, this one I'm okay waiting on, but yeah, if I find it, I'll grab it for you.
Moving on, we've got the Color Farce Series 4 Grinch. It's unlocked. Very cool head. This would look good on several of their green figures.
Yeah, and I spoke with him yesterday, and it's funny because this was supposed to come out in Wave 4 last year, and I like the little quote, he's so rotten he didn't even want to show up for Christmas, because that's when it was originally supposed to come out. So glad to be getting this and the other 4 from the new season as well.
Yep, you will enjoy putting those heads on. Next, we got Transfixatron by Funby Studios. Just the final product, and it looks good.
It does look good, and thank you for. I'm sorry, I don't remember the person who did it, but they mentioned the episode that this came from, and I do remember that Megatron used it on Starscream, and you couldn't transform. That's what it was. It made it so you couldn't transform back into bot mode.
Transfixatron. I got it. No.
Yeah. So it looks good though.
Yeah, it does. DNA Designs showed off the modified upgrade kit, so they're changing it a little bit to include the things on the side of the Matrix chamber, and it looks like they did the Megatron arm, which does look better with where the placement of the cannon is.
It needed help in his chest. It was so boring in there. So I like that they did that.
To me, it looks like Christmas. With the green and the red and the blue and the orange. I don't know. Looks like a Christmas ornament.
It doesn't look great, but
it looks better.
It looks better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's where Prime's holding the Christmas presents at.
I guess so, especially for Rodimus. This is all you, though. We got Fans Hobbies Armor Eagle. What do you think of this?
I really like the colors. The human face is not going to make it on, but I think it looked like right here. It looks really good. I really like the colors a lot.
I was going to say
very vibrant.
The final colors are so much better. With the little, this is going to sound so stupid, but the little bit of silver on the shoulders really helps break up some of the blue. The red paint on the wings and the tail fin, I guess, look better. So it looks a lot better in alt mode 2 than it did. So they did a good job. This Ken doll look, though, is not working for me. I'm very happy to everybody that wants it, though.
Well, I know something that you complained about in particular. If you go back one picture,
of course.
Remember we both kind of talked about, and it was because it was in grayscale, that the yellow, and it just looked like it was just clipped on. Now it looks like it's coming through the yellow piece. Yeah. That looks so much better. So
it really does. It really does. They did a good job. They did a good job.
That alt mode looks very stealthy.
Yeah, and it's little things that really made it look better. So kudos to them. It's not terribly expensive. It's about $120 on the American sites. Maybe will be more with tariffs. Who knows? But yeah, I think it looks good.
Yeah, I'm in for it, and I'm curious to see if we're going to get some repaints.
I bet you we will. Hopefully they'll just drop the armor gimmick. And here he is with the rest of the set. So he's a pretty good-sized bot. Almost as big as Hydra, I believe his name is. Or maybe, no. Is this Buster?
Buster,
right? I think Hydra is the only one that's not here, which is kind of weird. Maybe his wings took up too much. But this looks like a really good little set. And we are seeing a glaring problem, though. The Decepticon headmasters aren't here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wish maybe they'll come back around to it.
I hope so. And it's weird because this figure also, now that I'm looking at these, kind of sticks out from the rest.
Oh yeah, it's very vibrant.
Well, not only that, like it's more along the lines of Double Dealer than the rest of them. So the rest of them are really stylized, while this one and Double Dealer aren't so stylized. I still think they're all good though. So
yeah, it looks like the transition from one
design to the
other. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
they all look good together though. Still, that's not a knock on them. I think they all still work together.
Yeah.
This is all you though. I know you said you wanted one of these. We've got Guardian models, CT10 Super Leader, and it's an MP scale movie Optimus Prime. I do think you need more movie figures in your collection. Because you have a lack of that, so I think you should go ahead and pick this up.
It's not going to happen. I actually, you know what? I have I picked up those 3 jets, the Seekers that turn into the biplanes. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
And they had movie heads, and I actually just took one off and swapped it out. So that's the gist of my movie collection.
Yeah, I think you should go ahead and pick one of these up too. You got nothing to lose.
My senses.
Next we have Ocular Max Stray. At least they're not doing the chase version in the robot mode this time. I still think the spoiler looks kind of cheap compared to the rest of it. I think it's the wrong shade of red. And that's the problem. It's more of that lighter, and maybe in hand it looks differently. But gosh dang, these red windows look good. And honestly, anyways, what do you think about these?
The red does look cheap, but it also matches what looks like his wrist. So
and the wheel wells. But on the wrist, it doesn't. I think because it's not such a wide, empty spot that it doesn't look as cheap. Does that make sense? It looks like an accent versus a whole part.
Oh yeah, definitely. The rims are. It looks like it's the same. It's a huge wing on the back. That's one thing I've noticed, but the car looks amazing.
It does.
The
especially
bot
with the red windows.
Yeah. I mean, hell, it makes me want to go tint my windows red.
And here's the differences between the two. Honestly, this makes me mad because we've already talked about this, so we're not going to go too much, but we want what we want. I don't want to think I'm getting something and not get it, especially when you're paying this much money. Now, if it was a limited edition only able to order through Planet Steel Express, cool. Got it. I'd be okay with that. But this 1 in 12 BS just doesn't work for me. And honestly, it makes me not want to buy that much MMC anymore if they're going to start doing this. Because what is it? The TFCon exclusive armor hide, which is the tank from Ruination. In the US, it was blue. Is it going to be 1 in 10 of those is blue? You know, even though I would want both of them. What are they going to do next? It's going to just make us more mad. So this is really scummy practices, if you ask me. If this was a TFCon exclusive, cool, got it. It's the fact that you're taking a gamble. And who knows, they might not even put any of these in. It could be a case of 12, and all of them are this, and they're just getting people to buy more. We don't know.
I'm sitting here thinking I would like it in both colors. So I'd be in for 2. But to buy 3, 4, 5, trying to chase down, nah.
Chase down the chase? Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
If they just release, exactly. If they release this as a TFCon exclusive, let's just pretend. And then the normal release, they would have got your money twice.
Yeah. I would have bought it. I really like it.
I mean, they would have got my money once because this makes me not want to pick up the figure. But
are you?
No.
Okay.
Unless we could figure out a way to get the red windows. But no, I'm not. And I already got the other one. It's a lackluster figure, in my opinion. It's a good figure, but it doesn't do anything new or fun or exciting. This is the better colorway, I will say that. Unless you're into Initial D. But it just looks so much better with the red windows. Just looking at these two side by side.
Yeah, I really like it. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I can't.
I think this is. They were selling it at the show for like $180, I believe, and that's too much for this figure, in my opinion. I thought I overpaid with $140, so.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, I'll say this: if no Transformers come out for the next few days, I'll be okay with that. I'm overwhelmed with all these figures that I want and thinking how much it could potentially cost if things don't change, and that's like I would be in for both of these so fast if I can get both.
If you could get them normally,
yeah, if I can get both of them.
Next up, we have the MD05KO 86 Optimus. So they had a list of what was changed, so I'm going to try to make sense of it. I'm just going to read them word by word. Number 1 is change the clamping line of the thigh and make the closed cover plate behind the leg. Screw holes are eliminated on the leg side. 2, the windows are equipped with 2 sets and the regular and star form are freely installed. 3, turn the rear air conditioner into a model state to cover the air. 4, Red Spider, Megatron cannon form, and with special effects, magnetic absorption, and purple light function. 5, equipped with 3 heads, Starscream shoulders, 2 guns. 6, in order to improve the cost performance of this product, all rubber nail buckles are changed into iron shafts. 7, the main model sample is a rubber wheel, which is now changed to a wheel with a plated hub. And 8, the carriage bracket has been covered with glue to remove the screw hole. I read it word for word because I'm confused on some of them.
I like the air conditioner in the back.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like the rubber wheels too. I know that's something you really like. Yeah. I like that they're eliminating screw holes. I like the Megatron arm it comes with, even though it looks a little too dark. The gray looks a little too dark.
The arm is very dark.
Yeah, I like the different heads. I like the blast effects.
I like the chest piece the damage.
That you could change them out. Yeah. I think that's really cool too. I honestly want to see the price on this, but I would be interested. in something like this. I think this looks cool. Yeah, especially if it's cheap. This is probably, what I would expect at the Commander class price point without the trailer. Take out the trailer, and if they put all these pieces in, I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
I can't remember if it was this one or I saw another one, but one of them is $30.
AS08, this is the one you said was $30.
Okay.
On AliExpress. Yeah. Doesn't look like it comes with the trailer. Who knows what the quality is? Doesn't come with any of the fun stuff like the last one, but that's still a good price.
This is like your meat and potatoes here.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing fancy, nothing additional really. But yeah, I would probably grab the other one.
Yeah. I would be, if this has screw holes, this would be fun to get for $30 to repaint into different ones. I could see them making a lot of money with people doing that.
Yeah, I can see you trying to make a Toxitron finally.
I don't know how it would go with over red. I'd have to do what our friend said and spray paint it. If you guys are interested in making, paint, I got advice from a very good friend who does very good work, and you might be able to figure out who it is. He said do spray paint it or paint it with chrome, silver chrome, because it will reflect the light back from the paint you put on it. So that's how you paint over something that doesn't like to be painted over.
Yeah,
I think you tried it out, didn't you?
No.
With that bug bite from the first class.
Oh my god.
That's a story for another day. We don't got time for that.
Yeah.
Next we got VE03 from Fans Hobby. They showed off the lights, which are very cool.
Very cool. Love it. So cool. I almost want it, but I'm not gonna get it. But so cool.
Yeah, I think you should pick it up.
No.
For your crossover collection that you have.
Yeah. Nope. Not gonna happen. This looks better than my crossover collection.
Well, it doesn't transform though, too. Yeah. It would be cool if some of these masterpiece figures would start putting lights in their headlights and then their rear lights. I think that would look really cool.
X-Transbot's Dead End does that.
They only did one of the Stunticons?
That's the same thing I said.
Well, that's still cool. Let us know if you guys would like that in your MP figures, and we'll be right back with what's incoming and recently released.
Yes.
Moving into incoming, we have Yolo Park. So I guess the reports were wrong. These are the first 4 of the AMK Simplified series. So it's not Tarn, it's Megatron, which makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
Are you going to pick these up?
No. That Prime has more of the silver shield face shield that you were talking about.
Yeah. I think Prime should have silver, but I think these all look very, very good. So if you need them, pick them up. And even though they're simplified, they're not that simplified, honestly.
They look very good, honestly. Yeah. They look really, really good.
So here's Optimus and Megatron. Looks great. Looks like they have a lot of posability still. The Megatron looks a little bit like a blocky here, but not in the previous picture, so that might just be angles.
I was thinking the same thing.
And here's Starscream with his boob missiles and Bumblebee.
With his big old feet. The Starscream looks really cool, too.
You should pick it up. Repaint it into, I don't know, Ghost Starscream or something. Have fun with it.
I'll paint it into my imagination that I got it, but that's about it.
Tarn was also released, which is remember we were like, why does it look so good compared to the other ones?
Yes.
Because it is another one, and this is via Zodiac 1968 340 on TFW, and I really like this box.
Yeah, it looks good. I really like these figures. I mean, I can't find a place to put them, but they all look really good.
Yeah, they do.
And
here he is compared next to the Legacy, I think, one, and it looks a lot better. I do like the Legacy's pink on his cannon, but that might not be accurate to the comics. I don't know, but this one looks really nice.
I think I do like the pink on the cannon. It just breaks it up. It makes it look like there's energy going through it. But yeah, this looks really good.
Yeah, and I had to give a shout out to it. Zodiac, I'm just gonna call him. These are the pictures that make you want to buy something.
And then you get it and you're fooled.
Exactly, because this looks so cool with the one in the back transforming and then transforming again. Very cool. So,
I like that.
Next up, we've got Robot Toys Lord Ventagon on Weibo.
Those eyebrows are terrible.
Yeah, I know you don't like the eyebrows. And they are kind of crazy and cartoony, but, you know. I don't like the leg position. He looks like a shrimp. I don't know, that's what I'm seeing. I think because the legs are supposed to be more pointed, you know, like actual scorpions and not out. I don't know, it looks weird to me. But this figure does look very, very nice. I am still in on this as long as the price doesn't go crazy with the current situation. I like it though, so.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, and yeah, I look forward to getting it into my collection soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is probably the best Scorponok figure. Beast Wars Scorponok figure that's ever been produced.
And it's not hard.
No, not compared to some of the other ones. Next up, we've got Kang Toys Breakhorn.
Just get here.
It does. What I wanted to point out, it does look like it comes with those translucent parts.
Yep.
That you were wondering about.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I really like that. That's gonna be like make for some dynamic action sequences.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that looks good. I mean, the arm looks really good. The bot looks decent. I don't like the head color. I think that's what it is, but otherwise it looks good. I'm
the little bit of gold on it.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know. God, there's a show I used to watch when I was a kid. Thundar. It looks like the little monster, not little, but the monster thing that was on Thundar. I can't think of his name. But just had a black face and like a brownish gold color around his head. I can't think of what his name. But yeah, that's what I see.
Well, you have fun with your Thundar, and gonna move on to recently released. And the only thing that's recently released that I can find was the Shattered Glass, Jetfire, Astro Train, whatever you want to call it, from Fans Hobby.
Yeah, it looks better than the original. Yeah, we'll see it when it gets here.
Yeah, you can have fun with this in your collection. They fooled me once. I'm not letting them fool me twice. So,
yeah, it'll finish off. It'll complete the set for me. So,
I don't care about completing the set after that. Load or whatever it is. So, let us know your thoughts on everything down below. Bobby, what emoji should they put if they got this far?
Put a sleepy face, because I'm so sleepy right now. My eyes are
yeah, both of us are. So we're gonna get off here. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Till all debates are won. Later.
All right.